Good morning, this is Diana. I am going to do this video today on the J-hoops that I have been talking about on our Facebook page and stuff. So this is going to be like the J-hoops versus the MB4 hoops versus the fast frames, whatever, because you can do so much with these. As you can see here, this is the original small hoop, not the smallest, but the next is the M2 for your MB4. And it's got this opening, and this is the J hoop. Once you put it on there, you can see that the stitch area for the J hoop and the M2 for the MB4 is the same. So it's just easier to use this if you're going to be putting it on a onesie or something like that. I've got a onesie here that I've got a onesie here that I had done yesterday with the J hoop. You can see that it will fit in, and this is an 0 to 3 months. You can see that it will fit in there quite nicely, where if you try to hoop your M2 with a onesie, it's just going to stretch it out way too much, and then once you've done your embroidery, it's just not going to look neat. What I also like about this, your little template that comes with your M2 can work with your J hoop, because it's going to have the same stitch area right here as your M2. And you can also get this is called the J4, which is nice to go up into sleeves or anything like that. You can go, put it up in a sleeve, and then put it on your machine and do a little embroidery or a name or whatever. Here's one that you can use for like, it's for like a 1-inch monogram or whatever, or just a letter. Like you can put it up into socks or something like that, or into a, this is just a long sleeve shirt, but this could also be a legging or whatever. You can put this up into the legging. Do a little design on the side of your legging, on the cuff of your sleeve or anything, and it's just very easily goes in there. You would put your stabilizer on there, or you could just hoop your sticky stabilizer on there and just use it like a fast frame, and then just put it in there and stick it to that. Or you can put your little stabilizer, put it in here, line it up the way you want it, and then just hoop it the way you would a normal hoop, just like that. This, as you can see, this is not going to be big enough to go over the arm, so you just pull it back, and you can put some tape on there, or some of the little clippies. I have these little clippies that work wonderful. Just kind of clip it on there to clip the fabric out of the way, and then just do your little monogram or your initial, whatever. What's nice about the J hoops, you don't have to buy the whole set. You can buy just this hoop or any of the hoops, but you do have to have the bracket, and this is the main part of it. And what you would have to do is remove your arms from your MB4 and put that on there. I've already made a video on how to attach this to your machine, and I'll go through that again here in just a few minutes. Right now I'm wanting to put a name on the back of this little onesie, and when I had done this yesterday, I always do a print out of my designs to make sure that it's going to fit in my hoop, and as you can see, it fits fine in this. So it will do, this is a 4x4 design, and you can see you can go up a little bit further. This mark on your template here is as far as you can do, and that's the same thing as on your Janome hoop, your MB4 hoop. It has the same sewing area as this J7, but it's just easier to use because you can get it into pockets or whatever, and into these little onesies much easier. I am going to put, like I said, I'm going to put a name on the back on this little onesie. I've already ironed on my no-show fusible stabilizer. I like to do that on onesies because it keeps the fabric stable and it doesn't stretch. So, and I want to put the name right across here. So I'm going to take this, set it right here. Then I'm going to use my little template and put it right on top of there, and it will go right down in there. Then I'm going to remove my little hoop there, and I'm going to mark this right where I want the name. The name is only going to be about 4 inches by about 1 inch maybe. And then I'm going to take my marking pen. This is a dry erasable or water. I usually just spritz it with a little bit of water, and I make my little marks just like this. And you can also see that on the hoop on these, there's a little raised on both sides, raised indents right here that marks the center of the hoop. Now I'm going to hoop this on my board here. I don't know if, let me see. I'm going to pause right here and reset things. Okay, this is this is the Durkee hooping board. You've heard me talk about it. This is just the basic board that you can buy. I think I paid like $225 for this board. I use it for everything, and it will hold about. You can move these little knobs around and everything to hold just about any of your hoops. I have already got it set up for my little J hoop, and I am going to put stabilizer on here because I like a double layer of stabilizer when I'm doing. Let me see if that'll fit. Nope. Bear with me a second while I get a piece of stabilizer. And it's a little bigger, so I'm going to cut it down. I just cut it down like this. And because of the way this is made, you can't use the little doodads. This is for putting on here to clip your stabilizer up underneath. But the way the hoop is made, you can't use these little clips. But I do my standard way of hooping, and it is glue. I use a lot of this. It is just the washable Elmer's school glue. It's fantastic. It doesn't hurt anything. And I just put a little bit on my hoop like this. I use it for my appliques, everything. I do not like the spray adhesive. It just gets everywhere, and I know a lot of people use it. But if you ever opened up your machine after using that, it's nasty. Okay, and so it's stable. It's not going anywhere. So I'm just going to okay, sorry about that. I forgot to unplug my phone. All right, I'm just going to hoop this. Like this, and pull it down. This little board makes it really easy to hoop small items. And I've got my little marks right here. So I'm going to take and then mark up my points. I forgot to loosen it up when I used it last. There we go. Now we've got it hooped. Now I'm going to move this out of the way. Well, I'm going to take it off the board first here. And then I'm going to turn my camera around to the machine, hopefully, so you can see what I'm doing over here. Great. I'm going to pause for a second. Okay, let's see. Now, to put your bracket on the machine, I have already removed my arms, and you take this little bracket and put it up underneath the other bracket and just tighten these screws down. Make sure they're good and tight, because with the movement of the machine, they will tend to loosen up your thumb screws here. Then you take the onesie that you've hooped. Another thing, on the hoops, the front of the hoop, it's got where it says the name of the hoop and stuff, and you'll see the screws here. The back side is just flat. This is the side you need to put towards the bottom of the machine. If you put it in this way, it will fit, but the screws will scratch up your surface and catch on there and make a big mess. In order to put this on the machine, you put it at an angle and push in. There's some strong little springs there, and release, and it is on the machine. I've already got the name programmed in here, so I'm just going to move it up a little bit to where I want the name, and then I'm going to do my trace. I always do a trace, even though I do know it's going to fit the hoop. You just never know. And then I'm going to hit start, and we'll sew the little name. I will let this sew out, and I'll be right back with you. Okay. And we are finished with our onesie, and in order to take it off, you push and then lift up and take it off. And there you have it. This is the end of this video. I'm going to make another video, and I'll be doing the back of another shirt with this name on it. It's a sister's outfit. But I am going to be using the durkee hoop and the hooping board, and that will be in lesson number 2. Thanks for watching.